Alright everybody, we're going to look at page 476. Okay, now, even though it tells you to open page eProject 443, that's a mistake. You should actually open up eProject 44. So they made a little mistake in the textbook here, okay? Now, I'm not going to do the whole lesson. I'm just going to do what I consider to be more difficult areas for you guys, the more challenging. Okay, now, this is a spreadsheet that deals with a landscape company. And what they want us to figure out for them is how much money they made off of these different services that they provide. Okay, now the services they provide can be found in column B. They do things like mowing and trimming and stuff like that. Okay, and then the fees they charge are in column C. So they want to know how much money they made off of aeration. But the catch is that they need to know whether the people actually paid their bill yet. Like for instance, Alan here, he paid $100 for his aeration. He paid it, so we would actually count that. So we need to come up with a formula that's going to work for this. And the formula that we're going to use is what's called SUMIFS. So if you go to insert function, okay, now I'm just going to go to SUMIFS here. I'm going to go under most recently used. You guys would just go to search all and you'll see it there. But I'm going to go to most recently used and I'm going to see SUMIFS, okay? Now, the first thing if you need to use the SUMIFS function is you've got to first of all find the sum range. Now the sum range is the column or range of cells that provides you with the actual dollar amount, the amount you want to add up in this case, okay? Well, that would be, for us, that would be column C, where we have the fee. So we're going to highlight column C4 all the way down to cell C32. Okay? Now the criteria range for this is going to be obviously what we want to find to add up this sum range, what criteria we're looking for. Well, the criteria we're looking for is the service that we provided. In this case, the service of aeration. Now that can be found in column B. Column B would start in cell C5. Okay, and then the criteria obviously would be aeration, spelled A-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. Okay, but there's a catch because we also need to know whether the people paid or not. So that means we need to go to criteria range number 2. Well, criteria range number 2 is where we find the terms yes or no. So that would be column D. So we're going to highlight all this column. Okay. And the criteria we're looking for is the word yes. So what we're trying to accomplish here is whether or not the people paid for their aeration. And if they did, we want to add that up. Okay, so let's see if it worked or not. Okay, if we hit OK, we should get a $500, and it worked just fine. Okay, so good luck with this one. Mowing paid, other trimming is going to work the same way, but you're simply going to substitute the word aeration for mowing and so on.